Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I just want to ask you guys to please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and I do greatly appreciate it. Also, if you guys can, definitely subscribe and turn notifications on if you guys do find any information in this video valuable or useful in any way. So overall, when we're talking about Bitcoin, it has been rejecting off of the 44K mark. It's been a very hard mark for it to actually break over. We are also seeing dominance break down a little bit below 40 today, as the market kind of stays a little bit stable. We've been sitting on about a 78-cent XRP for quite some time now. We have just been kind of ranging on, hitting resistance on XRP as well. We're going to be talking about that and addressing that in this video. For XRP though, volume is still, settling down a little bit, still kind of, pretty much ranging sideways, if you will, as we are pretty much ranging around the 77 to 78 cent zone. This is pretty much a sideways trading, as you guys do see on the 1 month, pretty much hitting these nice low time frames prices, but overall, you can see the volume is a little bit negative. You can see the price a little bit negative. Overall, it's nothing too concerning. Right now, we are rejecting off of the 786 over here, which is essentially almost 80 cents, as you guys do see these two daily candles. I'm hoping for a break above that eventually. Of course, we do see, in terms of the volume, pretty much kind of staying stable for the most part. I know that we're looking at a macro basis here on the 1 day. I don't really like to look at the 4 hour and stuff like that unless I'm trying to do certain trades. I'm more so looking at the macro time base because I am macro bullish, micro sort of bearish on Bitcoin. As you guys are probably all aware, I'm expecting us to have one last sweep of those lows, which will essentially bring us down to about 37.5K. And of course, it will probably bring XRP down to test these levels down here, pretty much at around 60 cents. So that's what I'm waiting for, honestly, which, in terms of the volume to RSI ratio, looks like that is something that is probably going to be happening. Of course, I will accept any sort of price action that does happen or occur before then, aka probably us breaking above the 786, maybe reclaiming 85 cents and flipping bullish on XRP. That would be very good, but I'm not really expecting anything, too great, to be honest with you guys. But of course, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below on what you believe is going to happen. But of course, in my mind, that is what I am seeing. I'm seeing a lot of volume pretty much kind of staying stable a little bit, nothing too crazy, nothing too bullish or bearish, kind of just sitting neutral. And usually when we see something like that kind of flatline, we even get, we either get a major impulse to the upside or a downside. And the reason why I'm pointing at the downside is because Bitcoin is continuously rejecting off of 44K and it's very weak. Now, I will talk to you guys a little bit about, overall what's been happening with Ripple and RippleNet in general. So, as you are probably all aware by now, and I'm sure that a lot of you guys are probably tired of seeing this article, but, we have been seeing RippleNet, in terms of 2021, have spectacular growth. RippleNet as a massive network, and of course ODL in general as a major use case, have been growing and growing and growing in demand every single day. In fact, we do see our ODL sees record growth and traction in 2021. We are seeing, Ripple was the first company to leverage crypto to tackle the trillion-dollar challenges associated with cross-border payments. We know that this is a very large area, $155 trillion plus market. That's something to not disregard at all. And of course, with them getting into, the SME business with line of credit and stuff, of course they're pretty much capturing almost all of the market, but I don't think that they will capture all the market. I've always told you guys I'm not biased on XRP being the only one, the chosen one. I'm not biased like that. I always think that there's enough money for a lot of these DLT technologies in this space to really kind of eat, because a lot of them do provide a lot more value than just on-demand liquidity. But I do think that this is Ripple's pretty much Golden Gate Bridge. I think that this is the major point for Ripple and XRP value to really increase greatly. So I think that that's great. But of course, in terms of growth and scale in 2021, we do see massive growth quarter over quarter here, as you guys do see, even going back as far as July 2021 to now. It's been skyrocketing in use in terms of ODL volume. So this is huge. And when we're talking about on-demand liquidity, they basically have to utilize XRP in that instance, especially on-demand liquidity. So I think that this is great to see, because this is also great for XRP. And I know exactly what the question is going to be in the comments. Why hasn't XRP skyrocketed during this entire time? Well, to simply put the question into, answer, what kind of market are we in right now? Are we in a utility market or are we in a Bitcoin market? Because right now, Bitcoin still has almost 40% dominance. So, we're not in a utility-driven market just yet. That's why a lot of people still think, that crypto itself, is a pyramid scheme or something. Like, they're like, XRP isn't going up in value even though it's being utilized all the time. So what's the case, right? But in general, we do see that answered here as well. For added flexibility, ODL customers today can choose to send XRP for cross-border payments directly through a crypto wallet or through a local crypto exchange. So just so you all understand, they do not need to utilize XRP. The reason why they are going to utilize XRP is, first off, we see while customers are free to source XRP through third parties, more are choosing to source XRP on demand directly from Ripple, resulting in more flexibility and choice while reducing friction in the payment flow. So XRP is actually offering them a lot better efficiency in terms of cross-border payments. Of course, yes, they do have the choice. I'm just going to be 100%, clear on that and transparent. But when we're talking about the choice between utilizing XRP or just doing cross-border payments in direct on-demand liquidity, XRP is offering them a lot better rates, a lot faster settlement time, and of course, a lot better scalability. So it's a no-brainer situation if you were a corporate, office, maybe a financial institution, whatever the case may be, and you want to save as much money as possible. Guess what you're utilizing? XRP. So in general, I think that this is great. And of course, debunking incentives. This is ODL volume incentives cost. So the cost has gone down drastically in just 1 year alone, as you guys do see here. It has decreased over 90% since 2019. So that's awesome. Also, I do see them, talking more so about managing FX Nostro accounts. That's actually pretty cool because we do see here on-demand liquidity means more capital to scale core business operations and less time focused on managing FX Nostro accounts. And of course, they are talking about extending a line of credit gives customers access to capital instantly as well. That line of credit is something to definitely look forward to. Also, we are seeing, right now we're really kind of looking for more deployment, more adoption. We even see here, in Q3, we announced our first ODL deployment in Japan and SBI, and earlier this week, our first ODL deployment in the Middle East. Looking ahead, we're also exploring new solutions to more easily enable bringing the benefits of ODL to our customers in the U.S. And I think that this is funny in terms of a quote because in the U.S., we're seeing innovation being stifled greatly. So who knows what is up their sleeve? I'm very excited for that. Also, we do see here in March 2021, the World Bank released a report regarding the Interledger protocol, which acts as a bridge/gateway between the XRP ledger and Ethereum. Interledger was developed by Stefan Thomas, former Ripple CTO and mini mentor to Vitalik. And of course, we do see this massive gateway between XRP and Ethereum, as you guys do see in terms of the Interledger protocol. And of course, we do see here, the Interledger project working team claims to create an internet of value. This is a very promising for the payment domain. The Interledger team already developed several settlement engines for different types of non-crypto payments, such as PayPal and mobile money. So this is pretty big. And of course, the World Bank on the test of the Interledger protocol under the heading Working Group Investigations and Lessons Learned. The World Bank pretty much says it enables the exchange of value across different payment networks. Using Interledger, the XRP can be sent to someone who wants to receive Ethereum or USD. And of course, this is like vice versa. I mean, this is a massive bridge currency in general. So this is awesome to see. And of course, we do see here, it enables the exchange, blah, 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 can be sent to someone who wants to receive euro. Interledger routes packets of value in the same way as the internet routes packets of information. And we do see the examples down here. So in my mind, when we're talking about the Interledger protocol, like that's a huge, update. You could even see the Interledger protocol being utilized even on Uphold. So I think that that's awesome. Also, just so you guys know, World Economic Forum talking all about cryptocurrencies back in September 2021. I just want you to all realize that Ripple is so much bigger than what people are actually really seeing. I see the question come up all the time. If XRP and Ripple is so great, why are they in an SEC lawsuit? What's going on with that? It's never going to amount to anything because of the SEC lawsuit. First off, just understand that Brad Garlinghouse, which is the CEO of Ripple, is literally a co-author of, guess what, an article written about crypto regulations and crypto adoption in general. We even see her navigating cryptocurrency regulation, an industry perspective on the insights and tools needed to shape balanced crypto regulation. I mean, listen, Ripple is literally bringing regulations into this space. I think that this SEC, case was a huge plan along the entire way. I think a lot of individuals who are getting shaken out right now will definitely miss out on some life-changing gains. But also, I do believe that this was all one massive stage set to bring regulations to a space that is much needed them for a very long time now. And I'm sure a lot of individuals will also agree with me on that. I think that regulations are a good thing. I've always said this. I think that it allows a lot more recognition in this space. I think that it allows a lot more adoption and acceptance as well. And I'm very excited to be in an asset that, in my mind, is a clear winner because we see the CEOs working with some very high tier names, and their names are literally on the World Economic Forum. This is a huge PDF file on regulations in general. So understand what you hold. Now, I do also want to talk to you guys a little bit about this. So I've talked to you guys a little bit about this overall update. Now, this is coming from Swift.com. I'm sure you guys are all aware of this. Exploring tokenized assets, collaborative innovation in action. We already know that this is going to be happening in Q1 of 2022. So it's going to be happening, in this month, next month, and so forth. But of course, they're talking about volumes could reach, sum of $24 trillion by 2027. We've talked about this. Now, the interesting thing about, this overall major update, right? First off, they're talking more so about Clearstream, Northern Trust, Settle, and other industry participants are exploring the feasibility and benefits of Swift as an interconnector, talking about CBDCs, talking about pretty much, Swift being so good. In my mind, there's so much better out there than Swift, and I do believe that market will pretty much be noticed, and that market is crypto once regulations are here. Now, in terms of tokenization, I look at, some things in the past, specifically this article. So here are some of the reasons why the market is shifting towards tokenization. I do believe that tokenization is going to be huge for crypto, but this is pretty much all of the benefits here. I'm not going to read it. You guys could, pause the video real quick and read this. I just want you guys to understand the benefits behind it, and if you guys did pause it, and there you guys have it, I want you to understand what can be tokenized. I've always said that everything will be tokenized. Physical goods, private equity shares, commodities, real estate. There is so much out there that has still left to be even touched by tokenization, and I believe that this is going to really spark up in 2022. I think that we're going to see the match being lit, and I think that it's going to spread like a wildfire throughout these many massive markets, especially real estate. We know that is a huge global market. We're talking about $100 trillion plus. It's huge. So definitely pay attention to tokenization, especially on the XRP ledger, because I don't know if you guys knew this, but listen closely to this video.
Hi, and welcome back to our series on the XRP ledger. In this episode, we'll define some basics of tokenization. The XRP ledger was the first blockchain to support the tokenization of a variety of assets. This includes stablecoins or other forms of value, anything from US dollars to euros, gold, stocks, and other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Ethereum, and even non-fungible tokens that might represent valuable items like pieces of art or cinema tickets. Tokens are often called issued assets, or IOUs, on the XRP ledger. This terminology comes from the fact that these assets do not physically live on the ledger. The IOU represents those items of value outside the ledger. It's what somebody will owe the holder of the token. So if a token is issued on the ledger that represents, say, a piece of art, the person who acquires that token is then owed the art that's represented. And any token on the ledger, including tokens for art, fiat currencies, cryptocurrencies, and more, can all be traded directly on the decentralized exchange, or DEX, which we cover in depth in another episode. Anybody can create a token on the ledger, and they don't need a smart contract to do so. It's a native function, built into the XRP ledger. It's also fairly simple to tokenize an asset. It only takes a few lines of code, or the use of a web interface that walks the creator through the process step by step. To learn more about the fundamentals of the XRP ledger, please watch the...
And the reason why I bring this up is because we do see XRP ledger tokenization. This includes stablecoins or other forms of value, anything from US dollars to euros, gold, stocks, and other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Ethereum, and even non-fungible tokens. And of course, we do see that laid out down here. You guys could go check out this video. Thanks, Bank XRP, for this. The reason why I bring this up is because when we're talking about, pretty much everyday life, we're talking, like, first off, take into accountability the stock market, okay? How long do you honestly believe the stock market's going to be around before it becomes digital? In my mind, when we're talking about, the stock market being fully tokenized, we're pretty much already there. You could buy stocks digitally, you could pretty much trade stocks digitally. When we're talking about tokenization, I think it's going to revolutionize a lot of these major asset classes, specifically even stocks as well. I think a lot of businesses, a lot of companies, I think almost everyday life will be affected fully by tokenization. I think that that's exactly why Swift is seeing such massive numbers for tokenization by already 2027. And in fact, I think that these estimates are actually a little bit, conservative. I think that $24 trillion by 2027 is very conservative. I honestly see tokenization already flowing into many of these markets. We know real estate. We talked about a few real estate tokenization use cases on Hedera. We also see commodities. We see tokenization moving very closely into the commodities era. We even know securities are being tokenized on a day-to-day basis, especially with LCX and stuff like that. And of course, private equity shares, physical goods, which we know physical goods are being tokenized on a day-to-day basis as well on Hedera and many other, assets in the space. I'm very excited for tokenization because not only are we focused on, Ripple XRP payment, volume, like, on-demand liquidity, line of credit, payments in general. That's huge. It's great. But what about tokenization? Okay, what about digitization of almost everyday life? We're talking about tokenizing, Rolexes, tokenizing, rings, tokenizing jewelry in general. We're talking about tokenization of nearly every single piece of life. I think that this is so big. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, but I do believe that things are, unfolding rapidly between regulations, between Ripple. I think that Ripple is a clear-cut and dry winner. I'm very excited for the future, and I'm actually very excited, short-term and even long-term for XRP and even Ripple. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, of course. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.